Bonjour tout le monde, je suis Felipe Sanchez. Je vais vous montrer mon expérience dans les parties d'investigation qui a conduit à l'utilisation de l'apprentissage coopératif pour le développement de la production orale en français avec des élèves de 5e année. Cette pratique était essentielle pour améliorer certains aspects dans mon rôle d'enseignant. Okay, first of all, I decided to work with this school, José Joaquín Jaramillo, because I know public schools do not have a good implementation of English. So I knew that this school needed this intervention. In the diagnostic test, I realized the students had a good level in writing and reading, but they didn't have a good skills in speaking. So I found this problem with the students. So I decided to work with the speaking ability. In other words, the students didn't know how to use the English as a communicative tool in the daily routine. As is mentioned by Johnson and Holubeck in 1999, the cooperative learning is an approach which the students have the possibility to got relations between their classmates and make collaborative work. This public school is located in Victoria neighborhood. I worked with 2 fifth grades, 35 students in both of them, 70 students in general. The most relevant aspects or challenges that I have to highlight about this practice is the English class sources and the cooperative learning. With the English class sources, the classroom only counted with a board. It did not have any kind of gadget, for example, like speakers or video beam, nothing of that. Even to afford the photocopies and the markers. Okay, I understand the public schools do not have that kind of opportunities, but the government should invest more in education with gadgets, with other kind of sources to teach English. And about the cooperative learning, the students did not have any idea about the behavior they had with their classmates. They did not respect or was polite with each other in the working team. They did not also have the idea of being in a part of a group. They didn't know the knowledge about being in a role or doing in a role. And this was so difficult for me to teach them. They could do many things with their classmates. The cooperative learning is an educational approach which aims to organize classroom activities into academic and social learning experiences. It includes 5 characteristics. These 5 elements distinguish cooperative learning from other forms of group learning. These elements can be thought of as pieces in a puzzle. When all of these elements are present in a learning situation, the result is a cooperative learning group. The 5 basic elements of cooperative learning are: firstly, positive interdependence. This means the group has a clear task or goal, so everyone knows they sink or swim together. The efforts of each person benefit not only the individual, but also everyone else in the group. Individual and group accountability refers when the group is accountable for achieving its goals, and each member must be accountable for contributing a fair share of the work toward the group goal. Interpersonal and small group skills function as a part of a group. These are basic teamwork skills. Group members must know how to and be motivated to provide effective leadership, make decisions, build trust, communicate, and manage conflict. Face-to-face primitive interaction means that the students promote each other's success by sharing sources. They help support, encourage, and praise each other's efforts to learn. And finally, the group processing is when members need to feel free to communicate openly with each other, to express concerns, as well as to celebrate accomplishments. They should discuss how well they are achieving their goals and maintaining effective working relationships. However, they improve through the time. The cooperative learning is an exercise which requires time. That time the students need to adapt, to know what are they doing in every group and in every moment. I I did not form the same groups with the same people. I always was random with them, and this was an important point that I had to take into account for this video. Finally, the students understood the importance of the positive interdependence, knowing their work is important for the group. The individual and group accountability, taking present their work is needed to build knowledge. They got that with interpersonal and small group skills, they could have the confidence to speak in public, and doing face-to-face primitive interaction, they understood their roles depending on the work needs. After all, with a good group processing, the students currently know how to make feedbacks and how to socialize the work presented in classes. They do advices for their classmates to help them. And this is the part that I need to highlight. They improved their social and speaking skills with more confidence and more reliability in the class. And that's all. Thank you so much.